but this need that we need to defend God, especially here in the US. What's that all about? Hello, good people. This is Joanna with the Harmonious.Balance channel. And you know, if there is one thing that can throw me off balance or off kilter, it's when life makes me question my faith. So today I want to talk with you about one of my faith struggles, Christianity and politics here in the United States. So in the first video for the My Faith Struggles series, How Do You Experience God?, I talked about wanting a clean slate and how I set out to detox my heart and mind from all the doctrine and ideology that frustrated me. If you missed that video, then please be sure to check it out. What finally put me over the edge, though, back then was the 2008 presidential election. For a significant period of time before that, I felt like I was having a unified, multicultural Christian experience that gave me hope about race relations. But then enter Barack Hussein Obama, and many Christian leaders started showing their true colors, and finally I was like, church, I'm out. Deuces. And sadly, the church at large hasn't done anything to get me to change my mind since then. Quite frankly, I've grown even more disgusted. I swear to hear some of them talk, I'm left to wonder, what Bible are they reading? What God are they serving? Now, in my early Christian days, I used to wonder why church and state had to be separate, and now I know why. Actually, I've known for quite some time, but I especially know why. Church folks can lose their way just like anybody else. They fall prey to delusion, corruption, and entitlement just like anybody else. To me, our racial divide, among other things, points that out most clearly. What makes it even more challenging is that these church folks have been deluded into thinking that this is all about defending the faith. So, you know, abortion rights are about to be slashed in this country, and I heard someone say that this is a win for God. Now, I'm not about to weigh in on the pro-choice and anti-abortion debate right now, although you probably can gather what side I come down on. But this need that we need to defend God, especially here in the US. What's that all about? So in the name of God, it's okay to be the least Christ-like. In the name of defending God, you get to throw stones. In the name of defending God, others have to be accountable to the state for something that has nothing to do with the church or anybody else for that matter. Not only does it have nothing to do with the church is claiming to be God's means of accountability. A rather grandiose and arrogant way of thinking, if you ask me. I thought God's responsibility was to judge, and the church's responsibility was to love. The world will know you are my disciples by your love for one another. Now, who said that again? There's such preoccupation with sin, actually certain sins, that it's like they forgot the whole basis of the gospel that Jesus died for our sin. It's like there's this maniacal eagerness to punish, which in my view runs counter to everything we claim that Jesus is all about. Again, I ask the question, what's this defending the faith all about? Now, I could probably go on an endless rant here, but I won't. What it all boils down to for me is this. When I look at the totality of who I am and how I have to navigate life, when I put all of that in the context of the church and state as separate entities, in the final analysis, I've concluded that between the two, the state is probably a safer haven for me because the church really doesn't care about me. And I'm not exaggerating. So why would I want to associate myself with the church? Well, I'm sure I could plug into a local Christian community that will probably care for me in a way that truly reflects God's love for me. I'm left to wonder, why would I associate myself with a religion that has such serious divisions within it? Why would I associate myself with a faith that would leave me as collateral damage in the name of its defense? For my own sanity, it's much easier to disassociate myself altogether. Yet that doesn't seem like the right thing to do either, which is why this is one of my faith struggles. I think I'll stop right there. Rather, I'll press pause because I'm sure that this conversation will continue. I'm also pretty sure that I'm not the only one who feels this way. Sound off in the comments. When it comes down to religion and politics, what's your perspective? What's been your frustration? It's okay to air out your frustration and ask your questions, but be thoughtful and respectful along the way. Progress always gets stunted when we can't hear each other. Case in point, the state of our politics. Now that's all for now. I will see you later, good people.